New York Times best-selling author, judge on Project Runway, and your host for this evening, Elaine Welteroth.
Good evening, everyone. I said good evening, everyone. Okay, that song never gets old. That is how you kick off an award show in New York City. Am I right? Welcome, everyone, to the 2023 Goalkeepers Global Goals Awards. Woo! I like the energy in this room. We're gonna have fun tonight, you guys, okay? This is not gonna be this is not gonna be one of those stiff award shows. I wanna hear from you. I wanna keep this energy high. Are you guys in for that? Yeah. All right, oh yeah, we're gonna get along really great. Oh, thank you. You all look beautiful. For those of you who have traveled from far and wide, I wanna give you a warm welcome to New York City. Thank you all for being here. I am Elaine Welteroth, and I feel so honored to share this space with all of you. Before we go any further, can we just make some noise for the incredible Usha J? What an incredible talent. I was picking up some new moves back there. I don't know about you. But she is a dancer, a choreographer, and the creator of this innovative dance style you all just saw, which effortlessly blends Tamil with hip-hop without compromising the essence and the spirit of either. So let's just give her a warm round of applause. And thank you to her brilliant dancers, Mituja and Januja. Now, a few moments ago, we all heard Empire State of Mind, which is a quintessential song about New York City, a city that never sleeps, and a city that is very close to my heart. I've made so many lifelong memories here, from building my career to getting married on my stoop in Brooklyn. In the pandemic, they couldn't stop us, we saved our date. But what I really love about that song is that it's about the power of imagination and what happens when we think bigger and when we do better together. So we are all here tonight to honor some incredible people who are doing exactly that. They're thinking bigger and making the world better. I got an amen up here. I said, we're gonna get along really great. I feel good energy from this crowd. These people you are about to meet are helping us progress the global goals, and they're getting us closer to a world we want to live in. Over the next hour, you're all gonna go on a very exciting journey through compelling stories, powerful speeches, a few surprises, and lots of great music. We know the Goalkeepers community extends well beyond these four walls. So please, I encourage you to capture this experience tonight, share it far and wide on social, and be sure to use the hashtag Goalkeepers2030. We're gonna give some people some real FOMO tonight, okay? Now, we've come together tonight because we are at a critical moment. We are at the halfway point to the global goals. And as things currently stand, we are on track to achieve just 15% of them. Right now, in this moment, we are staring at two divergent visions of the future. In one version, there's little progress. And in some cases, things can go backwards, as we've even seen in recent times. And then there's a more hopeful future, a world that's healthier, more prosperous, and equal. Tonight is about inspiring all of us to play our part in moving us forward, faster, to make our goals for a better future a reality. Who's in for that? So now, before we get started with the program, I have a message to relay from Bill Gates, no big deal. He would have loved to be here this evening, and he had every intention on being here, but another duty called, and he's actually having dinner with the president and other heads of state. Again, no big deal. I actually passed up on the president tonight to be here with you all, I'll have you know. Just joking. But I'm sure you all can imagine it's very hard to turn down the president. But Bill sends his heartfelt greetings to everyone here, and he looks forward to seeing all of you bright and early tomorrow. Now, our first presenter this evening is Yusra Mardini, an incredibly special person. I'll tell you a little bit about her. You might already know. So when the small boat carrying her and other refugees to Greece became waterlogged, this young woman and her sister Sarah swam for hours and helped guide that boat to safety. When I was the editor-in-chief of Teen Vogue, we actually honored her with a Under 21 award. So this is a full circle moment for me, and now she's all grown up and I feel very old. But she's gone on to do such incredible work since then, and since that heroic act, she's also twice competed in the Olympics as a swimmer, and she's inspired millions with her story. So here to present the Progress Award, goalkeepers, please put your hands together for the remarkable Yusra Mardini.
Thank you for the lovely introduction, Elaine. It is my great honor to be here today to present the Progress Award. Today, there are more than 100 million refugees worldwide. I fled my country, Syria, and undertook a dangerous journey to Europe to search for safety and a better life. One individual who is taking action on refugee rights is today's honoree, Edine Tadisi. In 2019, Edine founded Invicta, a global impact platform that promotes digital financial inclusion for urban refugees. The platform offers online courses to help young refugees develop remote working skills and assist them in finding jobs. Thanks to the incredible work of Edine and Invicta, thousands of refugees have found jobs. Securing employment is a crucial step for young people, especially when in a new country. It helps them to become more self-sufficient and to feel that they're actively contributing to both their families and the new country. This is the fundamental truth about refugees. We are no different than anyone else. We have hopes and dreams, fears and struggles, but most of all, we all have incredible talents and gifts which we can offer the world if given the opportunity. Which is why, in order to achieve the global goals, refugees must be included. Edine's films shows firsthand the incredible impact with her work. What is her work having on refugees? I hope that her efforts and the stories of millions of refugees will inspire many of you to support the most vulnerable around the world.
Globally, there are more than 100 million refugees worldwide. We all have a moral obligation to support refugees where we can, when we can. My name is Edine Tadisi, and I am a goalkeeper. I am a social entrepreneur, digital innovator, and human rights activist. So Invicta started in 2019, and ever since then we've expanded to help refugees with economic empowerment, education, mental health, and business development. So it's an all-in-one recruitment solution for refugees and internally displaced people. More than 35,000 refugees have enrolled in our global community, and more than 7,000 have completed online courses in our EdTech platform. And we've also helped around 1,700 refugees find meaningful jobs in their host countries. I imagine a world where every refugee in every part of the world leads a meaningful, dignified life where they are economically empowered, safe, and self-reliant.
Please join me in welcoming to stage today's honoree, Edine Tadisi.
thank you so much. Yusra, thank you so much for that awesome introduction. And thank you to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I am deeply honored and grateful to be amongst you all tonight. And I also want to thank my parents, to whom I owe my presence tonight. Their advice and compassion has catalyzed my growth. They've been my anchor in life's storms and my guiding light in moments of darkness. I grew up in an impoverished community in Addis Ababa, an experience that opened my eyes to the countless forms of inequality that pervade our society. As the middle child of 11 siblings in a bustling household, I found myself embracing rebellion as though it were woven into the very fabric of my identity. I was always the odd one out, and so it was only natural that I would become an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur taught me a great many skills: grit, rapid learning, consistency, and self-discipline, all of which come in handy when you're a goalkeeper. Today, over 100 million people have been forced to leave their homes due to conflict, climate change, persecution, war, dictatorship, economic recession, and all of them are refugees. What does it mean to be a refugee? It means embodying the resilience and strength to rebuild a life from the ground up, to forge new connections, and to find hope amidst unimaginable adversity. Refugees symbolize the fighting spirit of survival and determination. And on top of their immense resilience, they possess an exceptional work ethic, intelligence, and valuable skills. So before I dedicate this award to human rights defenders, ordinary citizens supporting refugees, selfless parents prioritizing education, climate justice activists, policymakers fighting discrimination, and visionary artists fighting societal norms, I dedicate this award to each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yusra, and congratulations again to Eden. The work, we can give her another round of applause. The work Eden does through Invicta is impactful because it lives at the intersection of so many of the global goals: social justice, economic empowerment, gender, health, and well-being. Eden, I know that I speak for everyone in this room when I say that you are an inspiration to all of us. You've created a platform that makes the pain of displacement a little easier to bear. Your work is a reminder of what's possible when we connect our passion and our skills to a much bigger purpose. So thank you again, Eden. Now, our next speaker this evening is a true force for change. Sabrina Daure Elba is a CEO, model, and activist. With a tenacious commitment to Goal 5, gender equality, and Goal 2, zero hunger, in her role as a UN Goodwill Ambassador for the International Fund of Agricultural Development, Sabrina dedicates her time and influence to champion human rights and food security all across the world. Goalkeepers, please make some noise for the extraordinary and the very stylish Sabrina.
That's a very nice compliment to give someone. Good evening, everyone. It is my absolute honor to present the Campaign Award this evening. If you might know, during the height of the pandemic, 3 young students named Ben, James, and Aiden had an idea. On the news, they saw people lining up outside of the food banks and still not getting the food they needed. But at the same time, they were hearing of huge quantities of food at farms going to waste due to labor shortages. Obviously frustrated by this paradox, they decided to do something to tackle this. Since then, the FarmLink project has grown into a country-wide network of community of hundreds of students, volunteers who together feed thousands of people in need. In my role as a UN Goodwill Ambassador for the International Fund for Agricultural Development, that's a bit of a mouthful, I've seen the issues of both food waste and hunger firsthand. And thanks to the FarmLink project, we are a step closer to zero hunger and sustainable food systems becoming a reality. They have diverted millions of pounds of food waste from pile to people who otherwise would have been unable to eat. This award is about community. It's about seeing hundreds of young people recognizing an issue and galvanizing together, taking matters into their own hands. It's perhaps the most inspirational thing about FarmLink. They represent the incredible power of the next generation. With future leaders like these, I'm hopeful for years to come. So, here's a short film about the incredible work that FarmLink does.
This year, as many as 35 million Americans will fight hunger.
Globally, we let over 1/3 of all the food we grow go to waste. That contributes to as much as 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions. I'm Ben Collier.
I'm James Knopf.
I'm Aiden Riley. We are the FarmLink Project, and we are Goalkeepers.
We are a student-founded mission working to get surplus and unmarketable food to communities fighting hunger around the country. In the beginning of the pandemic, when we were all sent home from college, we set out with a simple goal: connect one farm with one food.
And now FarmLink has grown into a movement. Over 600 college students have banded together from across the country with a network of over 6,000 volunteers.
We believe that through transportation and logistics and a ruthless commitment to collaboration, we can make a difference.
For any farm across the United States, we're there to make sure they don't have to dump food and can instead get it to people who need it.
I imagine a world where our abundance of food is accessible for everyone.
And although we've just moved 100 million pounds of food, it's really just the beginning.
On behalf of FarmLink, it is my absolute honor to welcome to the stage the founders, Ben Collier, Aiden Riley, and James Knopf.
First of all, thank you, Sabrina, and thank you to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and thank you for all of you for coming here tonight. It's an honor to be here to represent our team at FarmLink. And FarmLink's story is one that's about daring to imagine. If we can take you back to the early days of the pandemic, those were days full of uncertainty and fear, but they were also days of bravery, sacrifice, and care for your neighbor. That's what we sought to capture with this project, that collective sense of belief and hope and drive to change the world for the better. So today, our mission continues to be shaped by that same unrelenting optimism.
That mission is to make the world's abundance of nutritious food accessible for everyone. It's a mission that's powered by hundreds of students, thousands of farmers, and tens of thousands of community leaders all across the country. We're so honored to be able to represent this amazing group of people on stage with you tonight.
These problems are vast. They're complicated. But the recipe for change is simple. Widespread collaboration, a commitment to serve farmers, and a platform to attract the world's best young minds into the food space, all mixed with a bit of stubborn optimism and a hopeful imagination for a more just world. As we speak to you tonight, we provided over 130 million pounds of food to communities fighting hunger. Let that number be the hill we stand on as we shout to every farmer, community, and person around the world to join us in the fight towards a lasting solution to hunger. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. How impressive are these young men? They made me proud to be a boy mom. So thank you so much to the brilliant Sabrina and to the FarmLink project. It's such incredible work that these young men are doing. I'm so proud. I sound very much like a mom right now. FarmLink has shown us all what can happen when the work we do is underpinned by 3 core values: community, collaboration, and cooperation, without which none of the global goals can be achieved. So now I would like to introduce you all to a very special person. Denai Guerrera. Denai is an award-winning actress who many of you know from the big screen and the little screen. She is an activist and a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. Whether she's on screen playing powerful and astute characters, or off screen through her nonprofit, Love Our Girls, Denai has dedicated her life to uplifting women and girls, to ensure that the next generation inherits a world where their gender will not hold them back. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Denai Guerrera.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to be here. It gives me great pleasure to present the Changemaker Award this evening. Tonight, we honor Ashu Mata Agbonyete, a young midwife from Cameroon who at just 24 years old is changing and challenging the narrative around childbirth in her home country. This moment is of great personal significance to me as a passionate advocate for African women, because it further proves what we have always known, but is not always celebrated. Africa is filled with brilliant and perceptive women capable of changing lives, transforming their communities, and reshaping the continent and the world for the better. Through her blog, Martha's Midwifey Diary, Ashu educates women on everything from prenatal nutrition to breastfeeding. While digitally supporting women far and wide, Ashu also provides direct assistance to pregnant women in crisis-stricken areas where maternal mortality rates are at their highest. Her organization, For Mom and Baby Foundation, delivers essential birthing supplies and community workshops, helping these women have safe, healthy, and empowering births. Ashu envisions a world where no women die from preventable causes during pregnancy and childbirth. And to achieve this, we must nurture more passionate maternal health advocates. And Ashu works tirelessly to support midwives in their profession, which is the key to saving future generations of mothers and babies. With great vision and determination, this exemplary woman has a ripple effect of her actions that will be felt for decades to come. Now here's a short film to show you more, and in Ashu's own words, in serving the community, you serve the nation. In serving the nation, you serve the world.
The maternal mortality rate in Cameroon is 438 deaths per 100,000 live births.
And there's not enough midwives to remedy this situation as a result of a high dropout rate.
My name is Ashmata Agbonyente, and I am a goalkeeper.
The maternal and neonatal mortality rate can be significantly reduced when women can make informed choices with the help of trained midwives. I'm a registered Cameroonian midwife, I'm a blogger, I'm an author, and equally the founder of the For Mom and Baby Foundation. And so far, I've been able to impact over 185 student midwives to stay in the profession. And we've been able to reach out to over 1,000 pregnant women. Seeing the impact I've made so far encourages me to go further and to influence more midwives in my community, in my country, Cameroon, and globally. I imagine a world where society recognizes midwives and the work they do, and they are globally valued.
Goalkeepers, it is my great honor to present this year's Changemaker Award to Ashu Mata Agbonyete in recognition and respect for your work. Ashu.
Thank you, Danai, for such powerful introduction. Good evening, goalkeepers. Wow, this is a miracle. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I am honored and humbled to be here tonight. And I'm grateful to the International Confederation of Midwives for starting the Young Midwife Leaders Program. And to our coordinators, Ann Yates and Lizleda Quickle, thank you for believing in my voice. Thank you to the Cameroon Midwives Association and the For Mom and Baby Foundation team who sacrifice their time and enable us to reach as many women as we can. Special thanks to the gifted marketing and communications guy who happens to be my husband for being secure enough to let me shine. You are phenomenal. Thank you. And thank you to my late dad, who ensured I got the best education, my mom, who let her little girl soar, and my siblings for all their love and support. Every great cause we see was once small. A small idea from a Cameroonian town called Boya is being recognized on the global stage for the huge impact it has created in its community. I dedicate this award to midwives across the world for providing holistic care to mothers and babies in every community. And especially the student midwives, who are the future to sustainable maternal and child health care. They are a treasure that needs to be guarded. What a time to be alive where the spotlight is on midwives and the work they do. This award is for everyone working to ensure women don't die while giving birth and babies don't die from preventable causes. And today, I wholeheartedly pledge to keep prioritizing maternal and child health. Thank you so much.
One more time for Ashu, everyone. And Danai, you almost made me ruin my eyelashes, girl. I got a little emotional. That was really, really powerful. This is an issue that's very close to my heart. Now, I've worn many hats in my life. I'm a judge on a fashion television show. You might have heard of it. I've been the editor-in-chief of a magazine, a talk show host. I even had a brief stint in high school at a restaurant where I was a host and I wore a bird costume to work every single day. And I tell you, that bird costume gave me superpowers. I did the Running Man, I would do the moonwalk, but the most important and transformative job that I've ever had is being a mother to my baby boy. Nothing has enriched me or filled my cup more than motherhood. Now, before I gave birth to my son, while I was pregnant, I learned about the reality of the Black maternal mortality crisis. And as a Black woman living in America, I knew the stats, and I was acutely aware of the risks that came with giving birth. But all my fears dissipated when I found my beautiful midwife, Kimberly Durden from Kindred Space. She is the founder of the only Black-owned birthing center in Los Angeles. She's not in this room, but we can give some love to Kim because she is a hero, an everyday hero, and an angel in my life. And it is because of the compassionate and culturally competent care that I received from my team of midwives and doulas that I've become an advocate for maternal health. And it's a cause, as I said, that's very close to my heart. Here's the thing about good maternal care. It should not be considered a privilege. It should be a right that every single birthing person has access to. So thank you, Ashu, Marta, for the work that you do every single day. It is invaluable to the women and the community that you support. Let's all take a cleansing breath. So now we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Up next, I have the pleasure to introduce a singer, a songwriter and a hit maker who has taken the world by storm. With a unique style and sound, her #1 smash symphony has over 1 billion streams and counting. Her work isn't just limited to the charts, though. She is also a vocal advocate for gender equality. Everyone, put your hands together for Swedish pop sensation Zara Larsson.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Was solo singing on my own. Now I can find the key without you. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? I'm sorry if it's all too much, but every time you've been before, and I was running out of love, I never thought I'd find this ceiling. 'Cause I've been hearing symphonies, and before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless, and now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Ah, 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 ah. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Yeah. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Hey, symphony, oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Thank you so much.
Everyone give it up for Zara. That was an amazing performance. As somebody said backstage, it's amazing what you can do with 2 stools and a guitar. Music is a powerful healer, and so thank you so much, Zara, for bringing your talent to this stage. Now, everyone, it's my absolute honor to introduce someone who needs no introduction in this room, or anywhere in the world for that matter. She is someone who inspires me, and I'm sure she's a big inspiration to many of you in this room as well. Philanthropist, businesswoman, global advocate for women and girls, and of course, the ultimate goalkeeper. Everyone, please give a warm round of applause for Melinda French Gates.
So, in the summer of 1927, a nurse named Lillian Carter helped her friend deliver a child, a baby girl named Rosalind. A few days later, Lillian brought a special guest to the hospital to visit Rosalind, her 3-year-old son, Jimmy. And for almost a century now, from their childhood homes in Plains, Georgia, to the White House in Washington, through the roughly 4,000 homes they've built for the needy with their bare hands, Jimmy and Rosalind Carter have shared their hearts, not just with each other, but with the world. In fact, if you look at the most profound and sustained acts of kindness over that time, you'll discover that Jimmy and Rosalind have been involved in so many of them. You might even call it the Carter century. From brokering peace deals during global conflict, to eradicating guinea worm disease, to combating the stigma around mental health care very early, their lifelong commitment to serving others is impossible to sum up, let alone in a short video. Although we've tried. Take a look.
We can choose to alleviate suffering. We can choose to work together for peace. We can make these changes.
Everybody is ready to change how we think about stigma.
One is to speak out and get people talking about mental illness so that everybody in our country can realize that it's just an illness like any other illness.
Let people know that you care about them, and we'll have a better world.
The Carter Center will not give up until the last guinea worm is gone. The bond of our common humanity is stronger than the divisiveness of our fears and prejudices.
When Jimmy and Rosalind first started dating, he would sign his letters to her with an acronym, ILYTG. I love you the goodest. Well, there are no two people whose love has done more for the years, over so many years, than Jimmy and Rosalind Carter. They're both two of my heroes in global health, and I could not be more thrilled to honor them ever with this Goalkeepers Lifetime Achievement Award. The former President and First Lady, of course, could not join us tonight, but we send them our love and our very best wishes. And I want to welcome to the stage Paige Alexander. She is the CEO of the Carter Center, to accept the award on their behalf.
Thank you, Melinda. As we talked about backstage, President and Mrs. Carter offer a lot of advice, and it is so wonderful when it is accepted as warmly as it has been. They send their warmest regards and deep appreciation for this award, and they send a special greeting to both Bill and Melinda, who have been their stalwart partners in global health for decades. So this year, President and Mrs. Carter shared their own health challenges with the world. And they did so typically with straightforward honesty. And in doing so, they really offered us one more lesson in dignity and grace. Tonight, they're exactly where they want to be, together at home in Plains, Georgia. Mrs. Carter turned 96 on August 18th. And President Carter, I know, that's a wow, but President Carter turns 99 in 12 days. And absolutely. And their fervent wish is that the causes that they believe in will find even more champions to ensure health, mental health, human rights, and peace for people everywhere. The most tantalizing win on the horizon is guinea worm eradication. And when the Carters took up the fight in 1986, every year 3.5 million people in 21 countries suffered this excruciating pain of the disease. And last year, the number dropped to just 13 human cases in the world. So the Gates Foundation has contributed mightily to this effort. And like the Carters, they are passionate about seeing guinea worm go the way of smallpox into the wonderful permanence of global eradication. In my most recent conversation with President Carter, his first question wasn't about politics, the economy, or even the prospects for his beloved Atlanta Braves baseball team. Instead, he wanted to know the latest guinea worm count. So we're doing something very special for President Carter's 99th birthday, and I hope all of you will be part of it. We're asking people all over the world to send us a photo with a birthday greeting. And we're turning all of these tributes into a beautiful mosaic. It's a digital mosaic to share with him and his family on October 1. And he is looking at these as we have put them online. So I ask that all of you visit cartercenter.org, and you can help us build this mosaic and tell President and Mrs. Carter what they mean to you. So the Carter Center will carry on the work of this remarkable couple that they started 40 years ago. Their dream is our dream, and that dream will live on thanks to partners like the Gates Foundation and the many guinea worm warriors worldwide. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Melinda. You guys didn't expect me to pop up over here, did you? We got to keep you on our toes this evening. So we've had such an incredible, powerful evening tonight, haven't we? Come on, y'all. We got to keep the energy up because the night is not over yet. Before we move on to our final performance of the evening, and if you're wondering why I'm up here, they are setting up on stage, but keep your eyes here. I want to thank all of our performers this evening, our amazing presenters, and say another congratulations to all of our extraordinary winners tonight. Cue the applause. Cue the applause. We are so grateful for all of the work that you do every single day to make the world a better place. And I want to give a special thank you to this incredible audience. You guys have kept this energy high all night long. You've been an amazing crowd. Now remember, if you are sitting in these seats tonight, it's because we believe that you are the future and you hold progress in your hands. So we ask that you please hold on to the inspiration that you've gotten tonight and to go out there and do your part to make these global goals a reality. We are counting on you, all right? Now, because we appreciate all of you so much, we actually have another very epic performance in store for you. And then shortly after that, there's an after party in the atrium, which is just that way. Who's ready to after party? Feel free to mingle, talk, connect with the people around you, take photos in the Goalkeepers photo booth. They wanted me to tell you that, okay? So look out for the photo booth. At least tell them I told you. And, feel free to fix the world's problems over some refreshments and some great music. And speaking of music, spinning tonight is the legendary DJ Belinda Becker, whose reputation precedes her. Y'all, she is a member of the New York Nightlife Hall of Fame, so she's really, really good, all right? There will also be some live instrumentation from the Grammy-nominated Hot 8 brass band all the way from New Orleans. So I hope you have your dancing shoes on tonight. And did I mention there's food? It's actually really good. I tested it out for you. We're good. Quality control has happened. So make sure that you share all of this goodness on social media using the hashtag Goalkeepers2030. But do not go too hard, because we need you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early. And there is so much more in store for you all. There will be comedians, musicians, philanthropists, thought leaders, influencers, activists, and heads of state, all under one roof. And we are going to kick off the day with breakfast, and the doors open at 7:30 sharp. All right? What time you got to be here tomorrow? Amazing. Get here bright and early, because it's going to be a full house, and we're starting right on time. And this is actually hot off the press, but a little birdie told me that we actually have Grammy and Academy Award-winning musician Jon Batiste with us tomorrow, so you do not want to miss that. He is opening up the day tomorrow, and he is incredible. So while we wait for the band to set up, let's have a little chat with some of our award winners and the men who love them. Stand up, my friend. I'm sure you've all heard the phrase, behind every good man behind every good woman, is an incredible marketing and communications person. So Larry, how did it feel to watch your wife get recognized for her incredible world-changing work here today?
Oh, it's inspiring. I mean, to be the life partner of not just a pretty, beautiful woman, but someone who's committed, who wakes up every day to want to make a positive change in our community despite all the challenges. And, despite the fact that there are very little people who are involved in such a cause. And for me, it's really a once-in-a-lifetime moment coming here straight away from Cameroon, and having to go back all through the long journey. It is phenomenal. I think this is a testament, a colossal testament, to the worthiness of the work she's doing. And it is not just a pride for us, her family, her friends, her colleagues or members of her foundation from Buea, from Limbe, from Yaoundé, from Douala, from Cameroon, or from Africa. But it is a very strong reminder for me, first of all, that we should consider making change, making the people around us, our communities, live better with what we do. I think that I am committing on behalf of my family and on behalf of everyone who's linked to her from Cameroon, that we shall give her the full support to be the change maker and produce several other change makers, from her work.
We love a man who stands behind his woman. Am I right? Thank you so much. By the way, you have some big fans in this building. I was told that we gotta get this interview with you, because you serve an important role in the work that she does. Now, Ashu, I'd love to have you stand up and just share a little bit with everyone about what it's like to get this award this evening.
Like I said, it's a miracle. And indeed, little drops of water make an ocean. I could never imagine that I'll be here on the global stage, and my voice heard by, people of diverse capacities. And this is a strong message to student midwives. I'll say student midwives because when I just started my midwifery journey, I felt really demotivated because everyone around me said there was no future for midwifery. But me standing here today on a global stage is a big stamp of victory, not just for the student midwives, but for midwives all across the globe. And I'm incredibly, totally grateful to the International Confederation of Midwives And I believe our CEO, Sally Payman, should be somewhere in the hall. I'm really grateful for them shining the light on us. And to our Cameroon Midwives Association, thank you so much. This is huge.
Thank you for the work that you do every single day. All right, FarmLink guys, can I call you that? FarmLink guys, somebody stand up. Don't act like, come on, don't act shy now.
I obviously didn't know this was gonna happen.
I told you we had to keep you on your toes. So if there is one thing that you would like everyone in this room, we're gonna act like we're just here right now, right? Go ahead and get it together, get it together. You clean up nice. If there is one thing that you want to leave everyone in this room with, what would that be? Just to put you on the spot, just a little bit.
I think if we could leave this group in particular with one thing, it would be to give young people a chance and give them a shot. We started FarmLink with the goal, as they said, of connecting one farm to one food bank, and it really took a lot to get our foot through some doors that we thought it might have been easier. And I think that for some of the most lucky kids in the world, to rescue 100 million pounds of food to be seen like this is a huge blessing, but there are so many amazing people that if given the opportunity to do something special, they will.
Thank you so much. I'm genuinely inspired by what you all do. From the mouths of babes, y'all. All right, now for the moment that we have been waiting for. They are one of the most renowned gospel choirs in the world. They've performed for presidents, royalty, superstars. For decades, they have traveled the globe, dazzling crowds with their glorious harmonies and rich melodies. We have with us tonight the Harlem Gospel Choir, everyone. And they will be performing alongside a woman who has revolutionized African music. An MTV, I see hands going up over here already, an MTV Europe and Africa award-winning artist. Her songs resonate in cities all across the globe, from Lagos to London to LA. She is an activist, she is an innovator, and she is a history maker. Goalkeepers, make some noise for the queen of Afrobeats, Tiwa Savage and the Harlem Gospel Choir. Woo!
No, I don't come this life to suffer. If I follow politician, you go hear I'm for paper, and they go call I'm prostitution. But who don't like enjoyment? Money they go pocket, shaping a national budget, yo. We go put on a trumpet, singing. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I like a really poor boy said. Should I try again? But now my heart is still there, baby. Yeah. Oh, call me Ole Coco, Shoppy, show me, Rani. Don't stay away, don't stay too far away. Somebody, some gonna love me one day. Don't stay away, don't stay too far away. One day, yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody, some gonna love me one. I see you. One day, yeah, yeah. Somebody, some gonna love me one day. One day. Worry, I'm not worried. No, I don't look for a verse. Who wants settle for whatever and live your life forever? This place, my heart has been through mud. Oh, call me late. Ole coco, show me, me, running, tired of getting around. Somebody, some gon' find me one day. Don't stay away, don't stay too far away. Somebody, some gon' find me one day. Don't stay away, don't stay too far away. One day, yeah, yeah, yeah. Somebody, some gon' love me one day, yeah. Somebody, some gon' love me one day. Well, otherwise, if it's for me to carry, shall be shining me running. I'm tired of getting wrong. I'm tired of getting wrong. Tired of getting wrong. This won't be another heartbreak song. Somebody, some go find me. Don't do it, don't stay too far away. Somebody, some go find me one day. Don't do it, don't stay too far away. Far away. Somebody, some go find me one day. Sounds so beautiful. One day. Somebody, some go find me one day.
This concludes the goalkeeper. This concludes the Goalkeepers 2023 Awards program. Please make your way to the reception in the lobby.